Live, the We Rock Live podcast, coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland, at the home of the Mid-Atlantic Convention here in Baltimore. What is this? The Marriott Waterfront, right?
And it's snowing.
It is snowing.
It's cold. It's cold.
Yeah, that white stuff's falling from the sky.
Oh.
Is this mic on?
Go for it.
You done muted him. That wasn't nice.
There we go.
Now we can hear him.
Yep. So we got Nate Gingrich with us again, and man, this is a great show. Y'all done a great job setting this up.
Thank you. Yep, it's been a lot of work. We're really pleased with the way everything's turned out. I think we've had a good turnout.
Yeah. Well, and it's I was telling him yesterday, is that been to a lot of conventions over the years and helped set up and done a lot of that stuff. I don't want to hear anybody talk about the retailers don't care about the wholesalers or anything. Man, y'all busted y'all's rear ends on what was it, Thursday?
Thursday's a long day.
All day Thursday.
Man, I'm for anybody listening, these guys were up at 6 a.m, ready to set up, and they went till I think y'all closed it out at 8:30. Is that right?
Yep. Finally got the last stuff set.
Oh, yeah.
It was at 8:30.
Yeah. You look like a zombie walking up to your room.
I felt like what?
And for people that hadn't been here, one thing that they don't realize is that this convention hall is not on the ground floor, so forklifts were not used. Everything was brought up a service elevator and then hand trucked in here and set by hand.
Well, but wasn't the elevator broke one, is that right?
It did, yeah. It seems like every time we've been here, there's always slight issues. I think I don't know, elevator went down for a few minutes, and we had a couple issues and things, but it came together.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now we had a good group of guys and setting, and there's a lot of our crews come, and so I think there were probably about 40 of us.
Yeah. Yeah, there were 2 Texans that kind of split out.
Yep. They were great help. You guys were. We really appreciated it.
I think we were in the way more than anything.
No.
At some point in time, I'm sitting there going, man, there's way too many of them. I'm sitting here with my thumbs in my pockets here.
Yeah. No, it was great. Like I said, you just everybody kind of dives in and just keeps going.
Yeah.
So.
I was seriously doubting at one point in time. I think I came down after I think it was around dinner time, and I came in and it was as the crews were getting in to set up their regular booths.
Yeah. Yep.
And I come in and I go, oh, this isn't gonna make it.
Yeah, I know, and it's amazing though, because you start, and it kind of trickles and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, okay, and it just kind of miraculously happens.
Yeah.
So, but it's always a good time, and meeting with different people, talking, especially I don't know, it kind of helps too with the setup. And
the part that I enjoy the most about it is, of course, you're in a room full of people that do the exact same occupation that you do.
Yeah.
And it's neat seeing how people do things a little bit differently, but it was also entertaining because in there, of course, you had your guys here, and then there was another shop that had their guys here. But for the most part, it was a lot of owners that were standing in there doing the work.
Yep.
And there was somebody made the comment. They said a lot of Chiefs.
Yeah.
A lot of Chiefs in here.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the things you and I talked about too. Is we're standing there and everybody's trying to do the same thing. I'm used to being the leader of my shop, and you're used to being the leader of your shop. And so you go, well, this is how we do it. And so at one point in time, you go, man, this is it's funny who's going to be the lead on this, and you kind of have to learn to back off. But there's a lot of education within that too. You get to see how somebody else handles something, and approaches a stone, and maybe you can help them gain a little bit of a different approach as well.
Yep, absolutely.
I know that you stole an image of a tool you found somebody made.
Yes, that for setting like a P5 die.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat.
That is awesome.
Pretty neat. So it's always those little tricks and things that you do that you kind of get a feel for. Most of us have been doing this for so long. Our crews are used to working together to a certain extent. So it just kind of it does flow. Flow. There's always some new people, all of us, new employees and whatnot. But I think the show's been great. I think yesterday was really really busy here. Start a little quiet, but it's picking up, and there's plenty of people here.
I like the format that y'all have here. That the first day was all education, and once that's out of the way, then it's everybody just out in the convention hall, and it's really good for the vendors. It puts them in front of them the whole time. There's never a back and forth lull. It's the way y'all set this up, it is really good for the vendors to come here, and I think it encourages them to come here.
Yeah. And I think that's something that we have always tried to do. We never wanted to put something into our schedule that competes with something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the bulk of our, the education is great, and you do get some people that are drawn by that. But the bulk of the people are coming for the display and to look around. So, trying to maximize the time in here is definitely better.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, you get a captive audience for them. They're not looking at their watch trying to figure out how to make it to the next education session.
Yep.
Right.
And then you're not wasting the vendors' time where they get, their salespeople standing around waiting on everybody to get back. So that is a great setup.
I think this is the first convention that I've ever been to that I hadn't constantly checked a schedule. Of course, the first day was education, which you and we didn't take part in any of that because we were in and out of here helping out and are getting in the way more than anything. And but then the rest of the time, I know you're just here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It forces everyone to spend that time together and
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now, the other thing about this whole thing is, I was talking to one of the guys over at Rock of Ages earlier, and he was talking about our podcast and how we do these things and how the information gets out there. But I would equate the conventions to the same thing. What it is that you don't have where you live, your neighbors, your friends at home and all that, unless you're living in Barrie or unless you're living in Elberton or something like that. Your friends and neighbors aren't in the monument industry.
No.
So you don't have somebody on the regular that you can genuinely have a conversation with about what you do.
Right.
That can relate.
Yep.
I've got friends that are home builders or plumbers or bankers, and they can't relate on the conversations the way other monument guys can. So having this available, whether it's conventions, and that's one of the reasons we like doing this podcast, is because it gets kind of a conversation that people are familiar with and they feel like they're able to communicate with like-minded people.
Yep, for sure.
So it's this is a great avenue. So, and that's all you see is, there's people everywhere around us right now talking business and talking about what they can do to improve stuff, finding new tools and stones and designs.
Yep.
So it's just a great thing. So that's why I always want to promote the education of the industry and education with what's going on. If you're just willing to continue to do your business as is, and Grandpa did it this way, so we're going to keep doing it this way. It's like, okay, that's fine. That's called being stagnant, right? You, as long as you're okay with making what you're making and not doing better, making more or growth or anything like that, just keep doing that. But if you want to do more and grow and be better than your competition, you need to be at these conventions like this one. And y'all got it set up so well for people to be able to come and not. If I remember, it's what was it, $175 to get in as a registration?
As for the day pass, yes.
Yeah, for the day pass.
Yep.
So it's cheap. No, yes, I get it. You're gonna have to fly. You're gonna have a hotel room, all that. But okay, as somebody on the board here, have you bought anything while you've been here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And off of those things, of course, they've got discounts for being here and whatnot.
Yes.
But off of those things, you're going to be able to take those things home and make more money than you spent being here altogether.
That is the hope. Right?
And you spent more than most because you paid your guys to come help set up.
Yes, and that is the other thing. Yeah. So, and I think that's a part of the thing that people don't necessarily realize.
Yeah.
Oh, and I realized that on Thursday whenever Tony and I decided to go grab some lunch. Whenever we were walking outside of the hotel, and it looked like a car dealership.
Yeah, it was like
sitting
a Ford
out there.
dealership sitting outside.
And I was like, oh, all those say Gingrich Memorials on the side of them.
Yep.
And one thing that I would really like to emphasize to people, especially people in the South, you need to come to these northern conventions.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get yourself in front of a whole nother set of vendors that you've never met before.
Right.
But on top of that, y'all do things a little bit differently than we do, and it's great to sit there and compare stories with one another. And
absolutely.
And if you don't come to these, it's something that you'll never experience.
Yep, you never learn.
Yeah. No, and that's a great point. You're breaking that barrier. Of course, we can always joke about north-south stuff. on the regular, who has less teeth, that kind of thing. But truly,
It's more of a county by county thing.
yeah. So, but the truth of the matter is that I think we're in a day and age where trucking is much more readily available.
It is.
Things move back and forth. I know I can buy stuff from Ventura
Yep.
or Rock and have it shipped down even to Elberton to be put on my regular trucks to come to me.
Right.
So this stuff is way more mobile than we like to think it is.
Right. Yep.
So I think people need to honor the days of, we're in the South, we only buy from Elberton.
Correct.
We're in the North, we only buy from Barry.
Right.
These guys are all here to help. We were very fortunate to do a really cool piece, and Butura did it for us.
Saw that.
And it is in the BGA magazine. And they did a phenomenal job. I've got to be 1,500 miles at least from Barry, Vermont. So they shipped it to me. In fact, they shipped it common carrier, and I'm not the common carrier guy. That's how you damage stuff, you know?
Yep.
I swear Yellow Freight has this desire to run their forks through every crate.
Through everything,
that it goes
yep.
through. So,
Yeah, no, it you're right. I think, the access that you have to any company now,
Yeah.
Everybody's used to shipping things all over the place. So why not?
well,
Yeah.
right.
And
so
I-
you can't have the argument that, my shop's in Texas. I only buy from Elberton, but then you're also buying from Salem out of Ohio.
Right.
That doesn't make it Techstone.
Yeah.
But you also buy from Cold Spring in Minnesota and Dakota Granite out of
Correct.
Dakota. The logic doesn't continue going down that path.
No.
If you're getting it from there, you can get it from Barry.
Right.
100%. And I've talked to several vendors here, and I've talked to them about purchasing some pieces, and they've told me, they said, well, it doesn't make sense for us to do business with you because you're in Texas and the shipping's going to kill you. And I told them, I said, well, don't take this the wrong way, but for y'all, I'm not going to be looking at ordering my bread and butter pieces, my normals. I said, I'm going to be looking to y'all for specialty things. And if it just costs that much extra to ship it, I don't care.
Right.
And
honestly, the shipping is, our problem, right?
Yeah.
As dealers,
Yeah.
from a manufacturing standpoint, make it and let somebody else figure it out.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and there's plenty of trucking companies here. In fact, there's a couple of them
Yep.
from the South that are here that are trucking companies.
Yep.
Which tells you they intend to run this way.
Correct.
So, yeah, it's a no-brainer nowadays. And just get off the high horse and go ahead and make those calls. These are great people and they do great work.
Yep. There's a lot of beautiful stuff here.
Yeah. I mean, of the guys that are here, you have some of the companies that can produce absolutely anything you throw at them.
Correct.
And it be timeless and phenomenal forever. So it's don't look at any of these guys as if they're unattainable for us. They all sell markers too.
yeah.
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 And lots of them.
Exactly. But no, it's great. And of course, you've got Miles Supply and some of the other there's Granite Sales and Supply down over there.
Yep.
So there's no shortage of getting your tools and things like that. But I'm surprised at the number of software guys now. It's like whether it's design software, but now all the order tracking stuff.
software,
Because remember, for a long time it was like one or two, but now it's kind of like, do you want Domino's? Do you want?
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I mean,
Little Caesars.
what's your flavor? So,
They're all hot and ready.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's no shortage of those kind of companies either. So this has been a great trip and seeing these things.
And I think one of the things too, when you come to the shows, it doesn't matter how big of a deal it is.
Right.
From a really small operation to a much larger one, there's still things here that you can get from it.
Oh, yeah. Or do what Tony and I do, just walk in and pretend like we're big shots. So.
Well, you do have a podcast, right? So that counts for something.
It cracks me up because I still don't get used to a lot of things. And what's funny to me is, I greatly appreciate it. Ghost hospitality has been phenomenal, but one of the coolest things that's bizarre is walking around the convention hall and the people that I've never met before going, hey, I listened to your podcast. And I swear there's been at least, I feel like 50 of them.
A lot.
Have done that. And you go,
That's
man,
great.
that's crazy. So for those of y'all that are
So do
listening,
you
we
consider
greatly
yourself a
appreciate it.
celebrity?
I don't consider myself intelligent. So no. But no, I mean it's super cool, and we greatly appreciate all of that. We don't deserve any of it because
No.
look, any half-wit can buy a microphone. So,
Oh, like I've always said, the barrier to entry to this is very low.
but no, it's there's some cool stuff. The lifting equipment's been cool, and that's one of the things that I've kind of talked about as well with some of these guys here. People going the one-trip dolly. I don't know if you played with it at all on Thursday.
Played a little bit on setup day.
So I've had some people say, well, but it doesn't do this or it doesn't do that. I'm like, quit trying to make it an all-encompassing full-time thing. I'm very fortunate that I've got a knuckle boom high-ab crane on my truck, but you know what it can't do? Everything.
Right.
It still has its limitations. The setting trailer I have still has limitations. And so you're trying to use these devices to close the gap. And whether it's the dolly or his little cart that he's got here now, it's one of those things where it's actually attainable for a small shop, right? So there's plenty of things here for the small guys like you were talking about. That's one of them that's great because it gets you something where you can be more efficient and safe and whatnot.
And I tell you what, we had some pretty piss poor grading come in. So and things that we could not have done honestly without that.
Oh yeah,
lift.
no, there's one booth I can see from right here that we that Tony and I had a good hand.
We are not going to mention names, but it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know who you are though.
It was instrumental in disassembling that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's There's a reason you have standards and specifications,
right?
And
they're not always full.
Yeah,
they were not.
No. So,
but you know, and back to what we were talking about the little guy and the little shops and stuff. I happened to meet a guy yesterday who is he's a little shop out of Pennsylvania, and he started out as just a death day engraver.
Yep.
And he's just trying to figure things out. And man, really nice guy. Trying to get his foot in the door, doing more monument sales. And actually, one of the conversations we had, he was a little bit disenchanted or pushed off by his local area because of an advertisement he did that he kind of got pushback on.
Okay.
Which was bizarre because it seems like it's a common sense way to advertise.
Right.
So all that to say that he was looking for like-minded people, and he showed up and he says, well, how do I grow this? And I said, keep coming to these.
Absolutely.
And I told him, are you going to be here tonight? And I invited them some of those stuff, and they were taken off. But being present, it's always that seat time, right? And the seat time's important. You know, making those connections. So like Dave over here, who's now the MonuWorks guys.
What up?
Have you met the MonuWorks guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Nate. How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
So how's the show for y'all?
The show's been great for us.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out. I told you before, we really appreciate you doing everything.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You were working really hard.
We all work, so it was a team effort. Even these two guys,
Look, I've become very skilled at looking like I'm working hard, but not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
If you will bend over and stand up, oh gosh, appearances are deceiving.
Well, for us, I know there's a lot of people who are excited to be here. There's a lot of familiar faces now. And I was surprised that, I'd been coming to these for a little bit now, and other people are just starting out. Like, there's some new guys over there. That was really exciting. And the roles have changed where I'm like, oh, hey, let me show you around. I know a couple of these guys that might be interested in what you're doing. I'd love to kind of connect the dots for you and maybe open some doors and see if there's an opportunity there.
Right. Well, and even on the vendor side, this is one of those things that I think I talked to you about a while ago or whatever, and I've talked to a couple other vendors.
Yeah.
When you feel like you're getting disencouraged to come because nobody's biting on what you're doing or whatever, and it's been the first time or the second time, like, understand that monument guys operate a little bit different, and it's usually about the third time. They want to make sure that you're consistent and you're going to be around. And not just a one-trick pony. They know that they want to do business with people who are going to be established for a while. So make the efforts to keep coming, and at some point in time, you can attest that people will begin to bite, and they bite hard.
That is absolutely true. Like I know, people don't want to just jump on the next thing. They're looking for a thing they can trust, they can work with, and it's not something you can just jump into and expect everyone to be like, "Oh, I'm buying from you." Mm-hmm. And there's a amount of trust that you got to earn, and the visibility is there. You can learn a lot. Like for us, we learn a lot when we come to these things. I think I was grilling half the people I was talking to, and I was like, how do you do this? What is this called? And I'm sitting there on like a lunch and learn, trying to just have a bite to eat and have someone explain to me what they're doing, and problems they got going on, things that are going well, and I'm sitting there like just hanging out, learning, and that's so valuable for us because now I'm like, okay, hey, did you know these guys? They're doing this cool new thing. Take a look at this piece that like different from what everyone else is going on. They're really proud of the work, and I can tell you why, and I can say, hey, take a look at what they've done here. This is it's just cool, and they're excited to show you and share that, and that's cool.
So, and with y'all, I'd imagine one of the biggest challenges that y'all had to face whenever y'all were getting started in this is that the product y'all have is phenomenal. I love it.
Thanks.
But you're also trying to introduce.
Tell everybody you use it without telling everybody you use it.
I love Stone Spot. But you're introducing a piece of technology into an industry that is stuck in the 1970s.
Yeah.
That there are so many people out here, that, especially some of the older people that run shops, for the longest time it's been whatever clipboard on the desk. That's been their order tracking. That's what runs the shop.
Absolutely.
And I'm not gonna lie. At one point in time, before we started using you, not very long before we started using MoneyWorks, we did have a whiteboard.
Yeah,
with lines on it.
You're not alone, because that works. You know what I mean? It's like if you got something that's working, it's been working, why change it, right? And that's a lot of the mentality that's out there. But if you take a look at what you got now, there's so many cool new things that are available to a lot of these shops that are going to help them do their business. And that's on us, where we're able to come to the show and be like, this is what we can do for you.
So, Nate, one of the things I really like to do to these guys all the time is harass them.
That's
and
true.
I usually throw them curveballs on purpose just to see how they swing at them.
I like that.
But I've got another one for you.
All right, what do you got?
All right, so your
I'm getting ready here.
The next step, everything else runs really well, but you know what I need? I need y'all to have a setup so that we can have training videos within MoneyWorks.
He's right.
Say no more.
So, I'll actually pass that to Tyler because, for us, that was a big thing people were asking about. And I'll let him kind of, if you want to answer that and explain why we didn't jump into those training videos right away.
Yeah.
Here,
I'll try to calibrate my voice. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, one sec. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, so we were hesitant to create and expand more on our built-in user guide, creating videos, GIFs, pictures, and stuff like that, because in the early days, we didn't know what we didn't know. And so if we spent time making these videos and showing things, next week we could learn something entirely new and things would change and we'd have to re-record and re-upload. And now that we have a much more stable platform, now we're like, all right, let's start recording.
And that's gonna help us too. If we're able to get those videos, it's going to help us, because a lot of times what we're getting feedback is, hey, how do we do this? How do we do that? And I'm like, hey, that's a good question. Let's make it easier for you to know how to do that, so we don't have to spend so much time helping them get going, and it's just easier for them to, hey, how do I order stuff? How do I track this? How do I track that? And you got us, you got a point there, man. You're right. And
one of the ways to help you get the training videos working is for y'all to show up in your setup with Nate next year.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, I like that, right? We'll see you there, Nate.
Sounds good.
Because that'll help you learn how the whole process, and then you're better off on the videos.
And I'd like some ideas too. So like, what do you need to learn on there? What is it that's difficult, or how to make it so you can take it and it's easy for you? And because like, do you really want to spend most of your time like clicking through software trying to learn stuff, or you want to just pick it up and like go to town?
Well, and also these guys, I don't know if you've used them or if you whatever, but what these guys have been phenomenal for really the industry since they started. One of the things they have done, they've got some things coming down the pike that I don't know that they're ready to talk about yet that are pretty amazing. But one of the things they did for us is we have our design contest with SMBA, and they built the platform for the voting on that so that it can be all online. People can view it online. And so they're really interested in always helping out the associations as well. So these guys have been phenomenal.
Well, I'm going to butt in again here. But thanks for that, man, because we want to help. We wanted to help out and make that good for that association, because the SMBA's, I know you went down there. I want to go to this next one you got coming up in February.
Janine keeps saying y'all are AI.
Yeah, she does.
There's an ongoing joke. Janine, who's my office manager, is on the phone with them all the time, helping them kind of work through some of the questions they have on a regular basis. But she has not seen Dave in quite some time. And so they're just AI. They're not real.
We're not real. This is even actually just Chat GPT.
It's just in my brain.
Yeah.
Right?
AI has got, actually, we should try this as, hey, Chat GPT, can you produce a podcast that sounds like we're on it?
It'd probably sound better.
It may.
There's a lot. Speaking of like some of those cool new things coming on, I know you kind of hinted at it, and we kind of let the cat out of the bag while we were here, but there's been an opportunity that we've been looking at, and if you want to go into the details, you want me to go into it? He's pointing at me like I'm spilling all the beans here. In short, we're trying to find new ways to help out people, and make it easy to work with, some of the relationships that are already established, and make it so if businesses want to buy from a supplier, a wholesaler, making a easy business to business portal, and we're working on something really cool that hopefully we'll be able to share. Maybe I'll have to hit you guys up and be like, hey, how do we, I'll go find where you're podcasting, and
we can get you in. That's going to be easy. We'll have a breaking news announcement.
All right. Yeah, we're pretty excited. I don't know if you want to go into any details there, but
I'll save everyone. I tend to ramble a lot about stuff that probably no one cares about.
Well,
just don't use words like macros or stuff like that. You're going to lose us at that point.
Well, I'll ask Nate. So Nate, right? You've been in this for a long time. Your family's been crushing stuff out, and I know you know your stuff. So what do you think is the best way that a place like us could help a company like you solve some problems?
Honestly, I mean, from a developing standpoint, probably just coming to the shows and talking to people to see where the need is for, just, So I probably more so than some of the forums and, things like that. I think getting in front of people and speaking with them and seeing where that need is and what ideas everybody else has. I think that's probably the best thing. That'd be my suggestion.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
And that's like shamelessly plugging a convention that I help run. So, but I'm not above it. So.
No, I mean, what y'all got, what y'all been building has been phenomenal. And that doesn't mean that there's a few companies out there, whatever. We've got ours that we use. All these guys have been great. The Stone Spot guys over there are great. Of course, you got Mo back over here with MV Pro Build. So y'all have your options as retailers as where to go. And they're all going to function pretty much the same way, but they're all a little different. You go to the one that suits you best. Right. But the goal of these things is not to be another expense and another product that you're not going to use or whatever. The goal of these things is to make you more efficient, right? Yeah. To make sure we've all had that one time where that order got dropped because the paperwork didn't get put in the right place. There wasn't a reminder, and so now you've got a customer chewing you out on the phone. where's my monument? Where's my monument? And it didn't get ordered or whatever because something got missed. And these things are designed with the idea to help you implement those better, more efficiently, and not lose something. So check them out. There's, all these guys just want to help you.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice. I tried to describe it as, when you're trying to solve the problem of hitting a nail, a lot of the solutions you find are hammer shaped, but the differences between them are like different grips, different heads of the hammer, but you still have a hammer.
Yeah. I think that's a great monument metaphor.
Instead of a hand. It's a magnet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so my favorite is we call them stun drivers. Sound.
Okay.
Is it a rondelle for y'all, or is it a stun driver?
No, I don't know.
So I mess with Steve Kaz on that all the time because Steve Kaz is like, oh, it's a rondelle, and I'm like, I just want it to work.
Yeah, that's all that.
Yeah, get it. Why are we hung up on that?
Yep.
So, but no. So no, appreciate you guys. Y'all been awesome.
Hey, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us pop over here. We're walking by, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we rock. I've been, over there with the Steeler koozies while they're stuck over
Been a
here.
dream of it.
Right.
He was fangirling over there, and what y'all can't see because it's a podcast and you don't see any audio. Is he's oh my god, his hands in his face.
I'm back there just like looting all their stuff while they're over here in the chairs. I need a hat.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, I got mine. Sweet.
There's one from Tyler.
Sweet, I got this. Wait, thanks a lot for having us, guys.
No, thank you. Thank y'all.
And Nate, huge thank you too, and to everyone on your crew and everyone that made this happen. This has been a really big thing for us for this year and even past years. And if anyone hasn't come out here before, I'm going to give you guys a shameless plug. I know people are working their butt off to make this stuff happen, and it's a great thing to be a part of. Really enjoy meeting new people, introducing new people here, and it's just fun. Like I'm over here hanging out, getting hats, and and just hanging out, and it's great.
And that's one of the things that gets lost a lot of times is how hard it is to not just run the convention, but to get it set up, to get everybody running, stuff down to whether it's schedules or what rooms cost, what the meals cost, getting sponsorships for those things. Those are not easy. From being an individual that's on a board of one of the regional associations, when you look at what that stuff costs and getting these things off the ground and rolling and making it as beneficial as you can for everybody, it's an awful lot of work.
And I'm sure nobody's complained.
Yeah, so when you show up to these things, it means a lot, and the goal would be for the retailer, you're coming to learn, do things to make things beneficial for the suppliers that are showing up and making it beneficial for them, and for the suppliers that are showing up, understand that while it seems very thankless, you are doing a great service for those of us who are retailers and helping us improve our businesses. So, and it's all run because of volunteers that are really putting their effort into setting this stuff up and making sure it runs.
Right.
So, don't look a gift horse in the mouth on that. And, understand the guys like you, Nate, and Rick, and the rest of y'all's teams and stuff like that have busted your rear ends and to make so that all these folks can come have a good time.
Yep. No, we appreciate that. It is.
Yeah.
It's somewhat of a labor of love. I mean, we've done it. We've all done it. Been around forever, so it's.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how long you've been on y'all's board, but it's kind of. He was asking me the other day, and we're talking about it. I think I'm, aside from one member who's our wholesale rep for hours, I've been on the board, and the only reason I know this off the top of my head is I've been on the board now. I guess will be year 15 coming up for Southern, and the reason I know that is because my son was born 2 weeks after I was first brought onto the board.
Yep. I honestly, at this point, I don't even remember when I was. It was fun. So it was. I mean, somewhere in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
I guess, so probably 18, 20 years, something
Yeah,
like that.
but like
I
you
mean,
said, it's a labor of love, and it's you do it because you still continue to enjoy this, and this means so much to you.
Yep. And we are also, I mean, it's, monument companies, right? We're pretty hesitant to change, I think.
No.
And I think we can all relate to that, but we are excited that...
We changed like trying to drag us into the 19th century.
Yes, yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
But no, we're excited for 2 years to be switching to Hershey, Pennsylvania for our show.
Oh, that'll be
I
awesome.
heard that.
So we've been in Baltimore for 40 years, 35 years, something
Wow.
like that. So it'll be a big change.
Well, we're going to have it at the Hershey factory.
Close. So it's gonna be at the Hershey Lodge. There's a convention center there, so it's gonna be a nice. It's gonna be a great show. I think it's bigger and better. I think.
I'm assuming there's going to be some chocolate things there.
I believe so. Yeah. The hotel pumps in like chocolate smell.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great time.
Is the convention floor ground floor?
It is. Yeah. Ground floor, garage door access, forklifts in the show.
Oh man.
So
Wow.
we'll be able to expand what suppliers are able to bring. We do a lot of size restrictions just because of all the hand trucking. So we'll be able to loosen that up a bit.
Well, you have restrictions. It's a matter of whether they follow them or
Well,
not.
that's true. That's true.
That was oddly specific.
Yeah.
I heard Nate say several times, he's like, they didn't read the damn rules. No, but it's also unfortunate that there's a mentality amongst some out there that these conventions are a waste of time.
Yeah.
That
And they're anything but.
That's not good.
Right. And
But let's be honest. Let's say people are not listening to the podcast either.
no, they're not. No, and I've tried to have conversations with these people because I've told them, I said, you need to come out to these things.
But look, the deal is you're never going to get Brooksy to believe in any of the convention stuff. Buzzy memorials will never change. They're just going to do their thing.
That's correct. They're stuck in the past.
They're stuck in the past. That's right. So
You hear that term a lot
yeah,
around here. Stuck in the past.
it won't sell in my area.
No.
Rich is actually one who told me about you guys. So before I even met either one of you guys,
Yeah.
I was like, he came and just said, "Hey, have you ever heard of these podcast guys?" And I'm like, "No." Who are these guys? They're like, "Oh, you got to check this out." He showed me, he opened up his phone, and he's like, "You got to go here." And I'm like, "Oh man, like, what am I doing? I got this podcast for monuments."
What's funny is the text thread I have with Brooksy is odd because he's always sending me some really off the wall stuff that he's making, and it's all really cool. And you go like, what did you eat that made you start thinking this was a good idea or whatever? But I mean, some of the stuff that he's produced is pretty daggone cool. What are they? Are they buoys or they're traps or something like that?
The lobster pot tree?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, they make a Christmas tree out of. They make a Christmas tree out of lobster pots in town, and they hire all local artists to build these lobster buoys. And we had the idea of, well, can I make my own buoy? Because I think it would be more interesting if we actually made it. And so we did some raised work on it, and then it all is a fundraiser for in town and people. So it works out really well. It's cool.
Yeah, so I'd seen it on their page, and I said, "What is that thing?" Because I don't know if you're familiar, we don't have lobster in Texas.
No. Closest thing we got's at the grocery store.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have crawfish, but we catch those a bit differently. They're like the miniature versions.
They're the mini version.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
And frankly, I think they taste better, but
Well, you put enough Old Bay on it, and I guess it'll taste all right. Well, we had Clay Creech came up for our Christmas party. We brought him to the lobster trap tree, and he was amazed. So it was fun.
yeah. Now, Clay's a great guy. He's next to our booth, but I think he's been avoiding us.
He is a staunch holdout.
Yeah.
He's volunteered about 6 other people ahead of him.
Not
He's
not a
the politest
subscriber.
guy I have ever
100%.
Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for having me on.
Oh, thanks for having us out.
We appreciate the
Hospitality's
help.
been
It's been
second
great.
to none.
I'm
so.
gonna go grab some lunch and
Yeah.
then keep on keeping on here.
Sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
But hey,
Appreciate
thank you guys.
you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Take care, Nate. Let me see you again.
You want to come join us?
Yeah, come on, Brooke.
Sure.
No, guys. Nate and them have been nothing short of phenomenal in taking care of us. We have no need to actually be here.
No.
And they were like, "Hey, come on up." We're like,
Yep.
"Okay."
Oh, yeah.
And they even gave us a booth, and we're like, "We don't need a booth," but they gave us a booth, and so.
Well, we're
These
always
guys
just
have
going
been
to count on Butera to have
Yeah, I mean,
a nice
look,
couch set up.
We've decided that when we're in the north, the Butera Girardi booth is kind of our home. It's headquarters from We Rock Podcast.
Oh, yeah. I think it's almost become expected now because I've had several of them say, "You're going to use our booth, right?"
Well, absolutely. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got nice couches, and but the problem is we're taking up their sales area, and then that's probably that's the better way to do this.
It is free entertainment, though.
What, them laughing at us or
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but more than anything, coming up here, what I enjoy the most about it is it's the connections you make, it's the friends you make. That of course, there's a business aspect to come up here. I'm wanting to learn things. I'm wanting to see new things. But if more than anything, it's a big family reunion.
Yeah.
Getting everybody back together. Everybody gets to, nobody's just behind a phone screen anymore. We finally get to have face-to-face time with everybody. And
I like how you said that after you put your phone down a second ago.
I was texting Tanner,
Oh, okay.
which he's here.
No, he's not really here. But you know what? This is one of the statements, and I'll go ahead and make this super public. What's great is where he's at right now.
Yeah, he's in one of his competitors' booths.
He's in one of his competitors' booths. And so what it tells you, though, is not that he's trying to take anything, but they're having conversations, which means there's no animosity there. They're all here to help everybody.
Exactly.
And again, it's not just a family for the retailers or from retailer to wholesaler. Mm-hmm. It's also between the suppliers.
Yes.
Those relationships are great.
Absolutely.
They actively compete against each other, but they don't care. They're friendly. And hey, how can I help you? How can I help your customers?
Well, that's how I feel. Like we compete with some people doing the exact same stuff as us. I mean, I can talk to all of them, and I go down to Brian down at Stone Spot. I went over and made sure to say hi to them.
Yeah.
And I know they had a long flight ahead, and I'm like, hey. What's that going to look like going back? I know they got family too, and I was just, it's nice to just catch up with them. And I talked to Modlik, and be pro build, and when I met him first, and he was really nice to me when he knew I was new to the thing, and they're all nice people, and even though we're competitors, I think the
problem becomes that competitor is the term because there's not another term, right?
Right.
But it elicits that almost hatred, or it's not sports. It's not. Hey, there's daggum Rangers fans.
Oh, because I was about to say to hell with the Astros, but whatever.
Like where I live, if you're wearing that pumpkin color, we're going to burn you at the stake.
Well, how about you guys down in Texas? I mean, do you guys get along with the people in your area, or Brooksy? You got people in your area too, right?
Oh, absolutely. We it's how we grow.
Yeah.
By talking to each other and listening to stories, problems and solving.
Mm-hmm. Well, in my area, I've even gone to my competitors and walked into their building and said, I understand, like, competition's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. I said, but if you ever have a problem, your setting truck breaks down, call me. I'm not going to not help somebody.
Well, I mean, even for us, and I've never been coy about it or anything like that, but our competitors down the road, the show, which is Kim and Chris Ross, phenomenal people, good, solid Christian folks. She texted me on Thursday, I believe, asking a question about something, and I responded to her and gave her the answer. But it's, we back and forth a lot, and it's competitor and name only.
Right.
I saw them at church, a couple of weeks ago, and it's like, it becomes kind of funny, like, hey, this is our turf kind of thing, but, that's not the way it is.
Well, and I imagine they can probably understand, like, if you guys are, if your truck breaks down, I'm sure theirs at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
no one's trying to hurt anybody.
And I'll say that, I mean, my relationship with them is kind of backed on her dad. Years ago, gosh, it's almost 15 years ago. Emily, we were at Thanksgiving, and Emily had real bad appendicitis and had to go in for emergency surgery. Well, what ended up happening with that is I had to stay in the hospital in Houston with her for a couple of days, and I had to call a show to see if they could unload a truck for me that was coming in, and they didn't bat an eye. It was absolutely, let me help you out, da-da-da-da-da. You can't buy that kind of thing.
And, the fact that you probably go and, like, can you talk to them, walk over and talk to them, say, hey, they're not strangers,
Yeah. So, it's those relationships are valuable.
He'd be interesting.
Oh, he's the best. He's my security. That's Jared Hart.
So how much money have you spent while you're here? You bought anything?
That's not a negotiable conversation. We can't put that evidence out there.
Your accountant listens?
Right. And the wife never learns.
Look, if they can send you bills just a little bit later, you're like, look, I get it. The bill comes about 30 days after. Can you either send one of them at 15 days and another one at 45 so that they're not so close together?
Well, that used to be a thing. You used to do like June billing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of these guys, because up here the truckloads of whatever during the winter are big. I used to do that whenever I was at Swan. Is you make those winter orders so that they would all show up at a certain time. It's not a thing for us because we don't have winter. Is that what it's called?
It's called winter.
Okay, yeah, we don't have any of that. We have what's summer light.
Planting
fall
season
for about 3 weeks.
You get false fall.
False fall, yes.
Yep.
Which means summer comes back.
Yep.
And then you get fall for like 3 weeks, and then it's spring, which means there's this magic. Y'all get snow. We don't get snow. We get it's basically snow, but it's yellow and it comes from the trees, and it turns your car highlighter yellow. So that one's always fun. So, how you doing, Mr. Sears?
Doing okay. How about yourself?
We can't complain at all.
Well, I guess we're going to complain about the weather in the morning.
Well, that depends. So,
Well, thank you guys for
have
having
you
Yeah.
done
No, thank you.
pop over there.
Yes, sir.
the illustrious Brent Sears, AICA, CM? Are you FAICA? You're actually AICA president right now, aren't you?
Nope, passed.
Passed.
And I'm not an F.
Oh, you're not an F?
No, my father was an F.
Oh. So, how is this convention for you? Do you normally come to Mid-Atlantic?
Yes.
Okay, because you're not very far.
5.5 hours.
Jeez, that's not far.
Yeah.
So, if y'all, Mr. Sears is from West Virginia. If y'all don't know, Brent is a phenomenal guy. Some of my favorite meals have been with you. We had dinner one night in Portland.
Yes.
That was very good. But I think my favorite was you and I had dinner in Rome.
Oh, yeah.
We were sitting in that alley, and it was so good. It was such a great time.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah, it was such a beautiful place.
It
That
is
was a
amazing
great
how they
trip.
do things in it.
Yes. The trip there was nothing short of phenomenal. And I couldn't have asked for it to be any better, having traveled with other monument guys. So you're with like-minded people, being with other stone carvers, looking at that stuff with guys like Terry Joy and Mike Johns. And
Makes all the difference in the world.
yeah, and when you can stand there with the guys that, like Johns and Dan Giroux and guys who use tools and look at this stuff and go, man, this is how this would have gone. And of course, Bill Boone is on a different level because he heavily geeks out on all the tool stuff. So,
Regularly.
Yeah.
He loves it.
yeah. It's funny because he said he just retired. And he goes, I don't understand how that's going to work because I don't know that he can let go. So
I don't need it.
it's but he's such a great guy.
I
But
got a crew going to Hard Rocks.
yeah, but the deal is, your crew is a lot better at all this stuff than you are anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Now,
Yeah.
that doesn't diminish you,
No.
but you are very fortunate to have an amazing group
Yes, I am. We're
working for
bringing
you.
a new one this year.
Oh yeah,
Tattoo artist.
oh yeah,
He's taken to etching, just like George Cook the Fly. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Now he's going to learn how to break rock.
I've often wondered about that. A tattoo artist would be a great transition for somebody to be able to do etchings and stuff like that.
It was amazing. I mean, his eye was just wonderful.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that frees Heather up to do some other things, and we love Heather to death. I brag on her all the time because I'll say this is that when people talk about who's great at what they do, or often you'll have the women in the industry or this or that, and I'm like, look, don't slouch. If you sit there and talk about the best hand artists in the country, Heather is one of the top ones, hands down. If you talk about carvers, I mean, I remember when I first saw her at Hard Rocks, I thought, man, she's little. Of course, this is my first
I was
time.
about to say, she's tiny.
She's tiny. And then she would just quietly sit in the corner and do her thing. And all of a sudden, at the end of the day, you'd walk around over there and you'd see stuff and you go, oh my gosh. And she'd blow you away. And it's funny to me whenever I'll be there at Hard Rocks and she'll ask me, hey, how do you do this? I'm like, you're asking me? You're better than I am. It just, she's phenomenal. So
Absolutely.
if you can't take care of her and keep her around, I'll bring her to Texas.
Thank you.
So-
Her sidekick Sarah is getting better
And
too.
Sarah's great. Sarah's going to end up running that business so well.
Absolutely.
She's a go-getter, and y'all are very fortunate that y'all's next generation and moving on this stuff is y'all are in good hands.
It's a great succession plan.
Yeah. So you'll have to write a book so that the rest of us know how to do this.
Exactly.
But no, Brent's phenomenal. I don't know how much time you've spent with Brent.
Just since becoming a member of AICA, really.
Yeah.
So, just shy over a year.
Yeah. So, because you met him in Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's, a great man, and he's a fighter for our industry as well. And,
I am indeed.
there's certain, we won't go into detail, but certain injustices that you don't tolerate, you tend to go after, and you go after full bore. So,
That's true.
so
True story.
He's a great advocate, but this is why we come to these things, is you get to meet folks like this.
Yes.
Brent's always available to talk to just about anybody.
Yep.
So
I'm not very quiet.
no, but you're not as loud as I am.
That's true.
But that would take an awful lot.
You're right. 100% correct. I'm just disappointed you don't have your boots in town.
I wore them all day yesterday, and I was like, last night I go, I got to sit down. I was like, I'm done. So they're in my room. I'll wear them tonight for the banquet.
Okay.
So along
Is that
with
tonight?
and I don't know if you realize this, but I have a coat.
A coat
I have a coat, and I know.
that you wear outside to keep warm.
No. I mean, I've got a dress code because
wow.
I got in trouble at AICA one year, and I was approached by somebody we all know
The
very
powers
dearly.
that be.
It was Tony. You got to dress nicer for the banquet. It's supposed to be a nice thing. And I said, I got a coat. And they go, well, no, the jeans. And my statement was this. At one point in time, I was 300 pounds, and I've lost quite a bit of weight. And I go, when I lost the weight, I made a rule. I was never buying another suit. Ever. I just don't care.
Nothing wrong with slacks and a coat.
So, what is funny, though, is I wore slacks and a coat, and I turn around, and in walks Jason Campbell in cargo shorts. So, you have to be consistent with your argument if you're going to make me follow it.
There's a character, Jason Campbell.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah.
We have never had him on the podcast because I don't know that we can filter that well enough.
Do you think he'll speak his mind?
I think he will speak his mind to keep us from asking him to be on the podcast.
I was about to say, how else would he do it?
It will be hijacked.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Love him to death, but we know.
And I'd say that stuff to his face. I don't care.
And he would agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been 4 or 6 years ago here that at this convention that I had to get between he and somebody else. They were having a heated discussion, and I said, "Whoa, this is not what we want to do here."
Yep. But and I was on the phone with him for several hours after that. It was rather entertaining. He goes, "I might need bail," and I go, "Let me look at flights."
You won't find a better person.
No, he will go to bat for you as well. Mm-hmm. So it's but again,
I thought the number of vendors that are here is wonderful.
yeah, there's 66 different vendors here, and I think he told us 30 some odd stone suppliers.
Wow.
And half of them are domestic.
Wow.
So, I mean, this is a great showing.
It is.
So, you can't beat it. There's no shortage of anything that you need to use to help improve your business.
That's exactly right.
So, but
all right, well, guys, thanks for having me in.
well, thank you for coming sitting down with us and hanging out.
You all keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Nobody's going to stop us.
Right.
You can't stop something that doesn't make money.
Thank you.
So, good show though.
I'm impressed with it. I really am. Somebody had told me ahead of time that it's a full display show, but they said that there's size restrictions. So I forgot who told me. They said you might see one or so stones per somebody's booth, and no, it's a full-on display. Like sitting here in Guitar's booth, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 12 headstones sitting in this booth.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of it. Is there's so many stones. He did say, I think we asked, is this the most number of stones that they've seen? And it's no. The answer was no to that.
Oh.
But it is. Oh, I can't remember the number. I think he said they were 125 or something like that here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What's going on?
Howdy.
we have a regular.
Yeah. How you doing, Tanner?
Much tamer.
Yeah. We were talking about the show and what we was thinking about it. And of course, it's been a great show. It didn't start out as a great show for you, unfortunately.
And we have some weather rolling in. We got some sideways snow outside.
I saw that.
Yeah. I think, people are just a little limited on what they want to travel today.
Yeah.
So, but overall, excellent. Great people. Great to see everybody again.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's been a great show.
I've seen a few new things here. It's glad people are trying to push the envelope on a few things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and speaking of new things, you've got quite a few new things over in your booth.
I want to keep it interesting.
Yes.
It's always interesting whenever you show up as far as what you got to show and the creative things that y'all come to kind of push the limits a bit. So you're always after trying to make new things better for everybody and more accessible. So
Thank you.
great.
Thank you. No, and that's just it. For our industry, we have a lot of room for growth.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think that's important for us, and as working with families and things to offer them that such.
Yeah, I just saw Scott Neal pass by. We should have had him on at the same time.
Scott's a tremendous guy, man.
We just talked about y'all earlier. When you had walked over and you were sitting there talking to Scott, and I said, "Here's the thing. What people don't realize is competitor is just the term that you have to use because that's what the term is. But it should show the caring for everybody that y'all have no issue talking with each other and communicating with each other. And, hey, how can I help you out? And
That's right. That's right.
So those kind of things, and which means in the end, as we sit here and talk about all this stuff, it makes everything better for the families we all serve.
Sure.
Because what gets lost is we talk about the families we serve as retailers, but don't forget that y'all serve those families too.
And precisely the point, right? I mean, we're here to try to make things better, and by keeping open communications, talking with each other, we're trying to see what works, what doesn't, and you know what? I think just like that, we want to preserve the relationships and help however we can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and even like whenever I hear you talk about your competition that's here, I don't ever hear you put them down. And if anything, you just highlight what you do. And
Keep it focused.
yeah,
You know,
and
everyone's trying here, and I never want to discount that.
yeah,
You know,
and of course I'm a little partial whenever I say this, but I think you make the best product out there as far as the line of what you're doing, and on top of that, I like doing business with people that I'm friends with.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, look at with Scott. They make the top quality product with the steel picture too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I admire that. We hold the quality as our premier. You know?
Well, that's just it. I mean, even with all that stuff, you know, you are my main go-to guy for pictures. But you know, the same process. I don't keep all my eggs in one basket.
Diversify.
Every once in a while, I need stuff that Scott's got, and we buy from Scott. And even with all that, you know, I hadn't seen Rita in a long time. I just saw her and kind of talked to her. I hadn't seen John in a number of years, and here he is. And
Friendly faces.
Absolutely. And everything kicks back off like it all was. It's
That's
like,
right.
hey, how are you? This is great to see you. Oh my gosh, you know, it's so the what is here and what happens amongst these conventions. And I know we've been beating that horse to death on the purpose of showing up to these conventions and the education and all of that. But those relationships that get built here are absolutely invaluable.
I agree.
So
100%. You know, and you know, just seeing these familiar faces in general, that makes it worth coming out here and you know, shaking hands and everything. But you know, at the same time, shoring up those relationships, knowing that hey, we're here for you. You know, and bringing up from what we did, and you know, kind of back, you know, putting full stop the trust, for example, you know, giving some clarification, and people have questions coming to these things. You know, you can answer them face to face, talking to these people, giving them guidance and information that helps them become more sound. Basically, you know, I just couldn't do it without everybody here either.
Yeah.
You know, it's just got to show up.
That's it.
Got to show up.
Well, and even for like you, of course, we've kind of always talked. You were talking yesterday about the comedy of errors that tends to happen around here, unfortunately.
Like my thing's never showing up.
Never showing up. It's an absolutely. There's certain things you can guarantee. Snow at MBNA conventions. The Cowboys are going to never make playoffs.
Yep.
And Tanner stuff won't show up to convention
Until the last day.
until the last day.
Held in a UPS facility for a week.
Yeah,
his booth is always a process.
yeah.
It's growing day by day. Growing day by See what's new tomorrow. Coming soon tomorrow.
What do you got to show us, Tanner? I don't know. It's not here.
Which y'all two did. Y'all did a stopgap. You went with him to Staples just so he could have some stuff printed off.
And then I got the first box like an hour later. Like, look what I got. That's it.
Yeah, and that was Dave drove us over there.
Yeah.
And then we went into we had to make a stop on the way back to get a cup of coffee.
Sketch.
In one of the most sketchy areas we've seen. And when I say sketchy, I mean the attendant at the gas station was behind. What was it?
There was two holes in the window out front.
It was like,
even
it was like it had to have been 1 inch thick, like sand, that she was talking to us through.
I couldn't hear her. I had to turn my hearing aid up.
Yeah, they were out of regular coffee, and I ended up with a cup of decaf that was trash.
I offered half.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to do it. So it was.
Was it as sketchy as the little bathroom break that we tried to make whenever we was walking back from Camden? At that train station?
No.
That was sketchy.
Hey, man, we stopped. There's a rail station right outside of Camden Yards over here, and I think a skunk had gotten loose in there or something like that, running around. I must have caught it because I didn't see it, but I could smell the aftermath of it.
Whenever I walked in that building, I looked around and I thought, we're in the wrong spot.
Yeah, they didn't.
It stood out pretty good.
Yeah. Tony and I were unique in there.
Yeah, we weren't in there very long. I was just going in there to use the restroom. And I'm like,
he turned right back around. He's like,
I was afraid that if I got in the bathroom, I was going to end up poking myself on something laying on the floor.
Jeez.
So
let's keep it PG, right?
Yeah. I mean,
it
was a rough scenario in there. So we very quickly walked out of there and got an Uber.
yes.
And so
I can tell you, boys, I'm excited to be back. Baltimore's been a fun place. Had great seafood. Restaurants are
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah.
People are friendly here.
Have
the
not had a
staff at the
bad
hotel
meal.
have been tremendous.
Yep.
And just great to see everybody's familiar faces again.
Oh, absolutely.
All together. I can't wait till the next one. We got a few coming up. You got the MBB
Yeah,
University
no,
coming up.
it's
next
the
month.
Southern. It's the Southern Monument Builders Convention.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's the Southern Monument Builders Convention moved to February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be in Fort Worth and the Stockyards.
Wonderful. Great time
And
there.
we looked it up. We actually had we looked up to see what was going to be playing or whatever at Billy Bob's.
Good
'cause
options.
We did that. We do this every
Rodeo?
time. Southern. Billy Bob's, Texas, the largest honky tonk.
Yeah, man. Oh, I know it.
So
I know it.
the
Fuzzy.
we do this every time we have SMBA. We look at the local honky tonks around where we're at to see what's playing. During our convention, there is going to be Tracy Bird. Is that right?
Tracy Bird and
Tracy
then Josh
Bird,
Abbott.
Josh
Yeah.
Abbott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different nights, so you got 2 nights in a row.
Get your
You
tickets early, guys.
That's it.
Make sure you're there with us.
Yeah, so you can't be disappointed. I mean, you probably can, but if you're disappointed, it's all on you.
I'm down
So-
to Billy Bob's.
Yep. It's the largest honky tonk in the world. They have an actual rodeo inside.
Oh yeah,
the
bull
Balls.
riding concert all in one place.
Are you gonna ride?
Not this time.
Not this
I
time.
think I'm a little too old. My wife handed me the baby as soon as I walked in the door last time. I rode a bull. And she didn't like that.
Yeah.
She didn't like that.
Nah.
She saw it on Facebook. She didn't even say nothing. She just handed it to me in the front door.
Yeah.
Here's my
For
bull.
those of y'all who don't know Tanner well enough, he has done just about every possible thing he can, and at one point in time rode bulls.
I've gotten wiser.
Yeah,
I'm going to stick to horses.
it's slower. Yeah, you're slower to get up at some point in time.
Some
right?
point.
So,
But guys, thanks for having me on. It's been wonderful.
no,
Thanks for
thanks for
stopping
coming.
in.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, grab some lunch and guys, make sure you get your tickets early. Come down to San Antonio for the Southern and
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
Fort
Yep.
Worth.
Yep. And get your tickets early to Billy Bob's. Come
Yeah,
join us. Right?
Absolutely. Come
sure-
check us out, and
Hopefully my stuff shows up.
well, you
They're usually
may
good.
as well go ahead and ship it now.
I'll ship it to you.
I was about to say,
it to me, yeah.
ship it to Tony or me, and then we'll take it.
We'll take it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yep, appreciate you guys.
Take care.
All right. Well, it's been a great show.
It's been a blast.
I'm sure we'll record again later, but I think it's about lunchtime to find something to eat and whatnot. But
And
yeah,
then the rest of the afternoon's back in here.
Yep.
Hang out just that little bit more. And
yeah. I don't know if you saw that we had our picture taken a number of times.
I did.
I just figured they were trying to finish off the roll of the camera.
They had to have.
Yeah.
Nope.
They're like, we got one last photo left before we take it to go get. Oh, wait, they don't do that no more.
I can't remember the last time I had some film developed.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, like, look at these clowns. That's probably what it is. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, it's the same reason people take photos of animals at the zoo.
But no, to all our listeners that have been consistent and whatnot, man, we can't tell you how much we appreciate y'all doing this. We do this for fun. We would do this if y'all didn't listen. We just have a good time doing it. It's the whole purpose of what we do doing this is to try to help improve the industry, make your jobs easier, make you be able to feel like you have somebody to relate to.
Yes.
Because we all experience the same stupid stuff. But we want y'all to be able to enjoy it, have a good time, laugh at our expense. We're told we laugh at our own expense. I laugh mostly at my expense more than I do Austin's. But it's these are we really appreciate what y'all do for us, and being able to come out to these conventions has been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. We do miss out on our family time a little bit, but you know what? It's different family because we're with
That's correct.
Monument family as well. And so, keep listening. We appreciate it. Like, share, all that other fun stuff. And we're going to try to keep bringing y'all more and more content as things go. And we've got things on the list that we're going to try to update. So, but
Definitely so.
until then,
Until then.
we'll check out. See ya.